Hey, welcome to another episode of geekoutdoors.com. So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is an anime series on Netflix. Now this series was originally first aired in Japan from 2012 to 2016, and this anime itself is based upon a super popular manga published in 1987 to 2004, and there's multiple animes within this series. Now I myself have never read the manga, I've never seen the anime. About the only thing that I knew about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was this really fun game released by Capcom back in the day. And so the series is actually released here on Netflix. It is season 1. There are 26 episodes. And the overall story is about this guy named Jonathan Joestar, or JoJo, his brother Dio, and basically JoJo trying to save the world from these quote-unquote vampires. And that's really what it's about. So getting into the things that I liked about the series, the first thing is the actual bizarre, wacky, over-the-top characters. I really liked them, and I really found them interesting overall because they were just so over the top. And it really lent to the whole idea of this being a bizarre adventure, because it really was, because of the characters. And then the second thing is the comedy. Because this is more of an action comedy anime, even when things are really serious, they always manage to throw in some comedy in there. And for the most part, I got some laughs out of it. And then the final thing that I enjoyed about the series is how the story changes. So over time, as you're watching these episodes, characters change, environments change, the timeline changes. But the one thing that is consistent throughout is it's about JoJo's family. And so those are the main things that I enjoyed about this series. So getting into the things that I didn't like as much, even though the characters were bizarre, the overall story is very predictable. You know, it's pretty much the same as every other anime that you see before. A character and his friend is trying to save the world from powerful evil characters. And so that's been done before, and this really doesn't change that formula too much, at least here in season 1. And then the second thing that I didn't like as much is the fact that the evil characters, they really have a lot of inconsistencies in their power levels. At some points, they look like absolute gods, like nobody could beat them, and they easily beat the main characters. But then later on, as they're going through the many different battles and things change, they suddenly become just like any other normal baddie. You know, even though before they seemed like they could rule the world just by themselves. So I didn't like that inconsistency in power levels. Even when they showed that the main characters were getting more powerful, yeah, it just didn't really make sense to me. And I understand this series is more of a comedy, and so you don't take things too seriously. But I would hope that they would try to keep some of these characters consistent throughout. And then the final thing that I didn't enjoy as much about this series is the overall animation quality. Because this was a TV anime series, they obviously don't have the big budgets that they would in a movie. But throughout the 26 episodes, you know, it went from like good to below average, in my opinion. You know, at sometimes I was thinking about Fist of the North Star, but it wasn't really at that quality, you know, if that makes sense. And so that's my overall thoughts on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Overall, I think if you do like action comedy anime, you might like this. And if you did enjoy the manga, then obviously you would enjoy this. But for me, I didn't really find anything that was really different or too interesting. Most of the times, I could kind of predict what's going to go on. Each one of the episodes were pretty much the same. There's a battle. It looks like the main character is going to, you know, not win. Then they figure out some clever way to get out. And it was pretty much like that with every single episode. So I was hoping that they would try to do something different with the story and characters, but that never really happened. And so, yeah, that's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If you did read the manga or you've seen this anime, I'd like to know some of your thoughts. Leave that in the comments area below. And if you want to see other anime reviews that I've done, I will also leave my playlist in the description area below. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Gold Content Creators Group, where you'll get access to 30 videos plus additional content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators Group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.